We're back, boys. We are back. Fenton is getting ready. He joined us on Discord, and we're gonna compare the Warhammer 2 units, the old units, with their Warhammer 3 counterparts. I wonder if they increase any health on the units. So what we can see, there's a new interface in Warhammer 3 where you can actually access all the units from one window. I guess we go from here. We're gonna start with the Empire. So we can see all the stats here. I'm guessing they put all this whole list from Custom Battle that Custom Battle has. They put it in one window in unlike the wiki. When you click like this is like outdated, so you would see one guy here like round 2, but there I guess you get a better interface where you can actually access all the factions and all the units. Somebody told me apparently that's how it works. It's like not to be taken seriously, we're just doing it for the fun, because these units might also, be totally, different compared to the new stuff in Warhammer 3, but, to get some idea if, they change anything drastically. What the hell is this screen? Custom Battle screen. Pendulum is also streaming if you want to see the Warhammer 3 set of things. I'll guys give you a link. So this is linked to Fenton channel. His stream is just starting. This is kind of like a trivial thing to do. I think it's best to get this ahead, get a little bit more information out, than to check stuff like this, when the game gets released. There's no doubt there's going to be a lot of things to check, especially when the Mortal Empire version of Warhammer 3 gets released. So at least some of the unit stuff we get out of the way and see if they actually change anything. Because between Warhammer 1 and Warhammer 2, there's been a significant change to some units. Like, not just all the units got slightly modified, some units actually got changed how they work, like the Creep Horrors, for example. They made them shittier. And also the overall health of the units. I have seen no reason why they would increase the health or Warhammer 2 stats, but you never know. The main difference also between Warhammer 1 and Warhammer 2, they actually made the great weapons good. Another thing is some of the changes they might have done in the last year of Warhammer 2, we might not see in Warhammer 3, which I'm really hoping they haven't fucked up the traits, because I have a feeling the traits will not be updated in Warhammer 3. It's like probably one of my worst fears. The changes they've done in the late Warhammer 2, they will not be in Warhammer 3. They put a push to talk. Push to talk so we don't take over. Fenton is streaming as well. What's my mute here from the WoW days? Was it 0? 0? God damn, what the hell was it?
Hey.
Yoo-hoo! Hey, Farron.
How are you, Ellis?
I'm good. I'm a little bit drunk though. I'm a little bit drunk, so you gotta forgive me about everything.
I know. I've been in your stream for the last 3 hours. So I know you're a little.
You were? I haven't noticed you.
Yeah, I know.
I have
It's
no
all right.
push to talk.
You were telling me that I should dye my hair and wear a dress or whatever. Oh, you can't hear. Let's hang on. I need to change that setting.
Well, that's a good thing. Yeah, we should all dye our hairs pink and wear a dress. Can't go wrong with that. Push to talk. There it is. Yoo-hoo. Okay, I have got push to talk.
Okay, let me see if they can hear you now.
Yoo-hoo.
Hang chat.
Guys, if you can hear me, Phenom told me once if he wasn't married, he would totally come to Croatia and live with me.
Did not say that. No. I never said that. I gotta remember why this is happening. It's a Discord setting. I know that much. Try now. Oh, I bet he can't hear me now.
I lowered the volume on the stream. Should be fine now.
God damn it.
See, guys, Phenom doesn't even know how to push to talk. I'm drunk.
Well, I can't hear him now. I don't know if he's talking or
I'm here. I'm just saying that I'm drunk and I still know how to set a push talk, but you don't.
No. I have push to talk set up. It's that Discord doesn't go through my stream. And I don't remember why.
So, what are you using to stream? The Streamlabs?
Yeah, OBS.
I'm using OBS Studio.
Yeah, but that shouldn't change anything. It should still have Discord come through.
Maybe you have split your audio.
I did split my audio, but that
and then you might have fucked it up.
Yeah, I mean that's likely right there. Yes. Did I fuck it up? Probably.
So, Phenom, tell me, do you have any issues lately with your chat not updating automatically? Sometimes my chat doesn't update unless I click on it. It's very annoying. Some kind of new thing on Twitch.
No, I haven't had any problems. Okay, let me see.
Who will be the top in this relationship? It will be Warhammer, of course. So we're waiting for Phenom to sort his stuff to, before we start this. There's a lot of factions to go through. I hope I'm not gonna have to be here all night. We gotta start with the Empire first and then go with the Vampires, if they're listed there. We'll see.
Okay, try saying something now.
Yoo-hoo!
Ooh, that's very loud. There we go. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm turning him down. All right, I just added another source for Discord specifically.
Okay, good. So did you check that thing when you right-click the units? You can definitely list all the factions, even the Warhammer 2 ones?
Yes.
Do they have Dark Elves and High Elves listed too?
Yes.
Okay, that's very good. We'll start with the Empire first, okay?
Okay. I have 2 sources of audio? Oh, okay. Fuck.
So we're going through the unit styles just for the fun.
Hang on. We try that one. Okay. All right. You said Dark Elves, High Elves?
We'll start with the Empire first. Empire and the Vampires, of course. Just to get an idea if they change any of the stats like armor, health, attack, defense, and stuff like that.
Okay, so High Elves. Let's go High Elves.
High Elves? I said Empire first. The
Sorry,
Empire.
We'll go Empire. Okay, we'll go Empire. That's all right.
Do you have the Lords and Heroes list as well?
Yeah, it's everything.
If you guys want to see this on the fan stream, you can see...
Even the ROR.
Mm-hmm. So what's the health on the Lord, like a default Lord?
Like an Empire kept, or
like General of the Empire.
Health is 4068.
It's the same here. Read the rest of the stats.
85 armor, bronze shield, 70 leadership, 34 speed, 55 melee attack, 45 melee defense, 430 weapon strength with 140 armor piercing, and 40 charge bonus.
And that's exactly as in Warhammer 2. Exactly the same. I'm guessing the lords are the same. Let's check over to Carl just to, you know, double check.
Carl?
Yeah.
Okay. 100 armor. He's got 4288 for health. 100 armor, 80 leadership, 34 speed, 65 melee attack, magical attacks, 45 melee defense, 470 melee attack with 330 armor piercing damage.
Don't need to go into the detail about weapon strength.
Okay. And then 65 charge bonus.
Damn, that's identical. Wow, they haven't changed anything. It's a little bit weird compared to Warhammer 1 to Warhammer 2. What about the Archlector?
468 health, 95 armor, 75 leadership, 31 speed, 30 melee attack, magical attacks, 55 melee defense, 380 weapon strength, and 26 armor, charge bonus.
Okay, that's the same. Okay, let's go over to Captain.
These might be changed because you can get them in caravans in the day, so they might be altered a little. This is 3688 health.
Same.
85 armor, bronze shield, 65 leadership, 34 speed, 50 melee attack, 40 melee defense, 375 weapon strength, and 40 charge bonus.
It looks like these are all the identical stats here, which makes me wonder if they even done anything under the hood. Because there was a big change between Warhammer 1 and Warhammer 2.
Well, remember whenever we looked, it was during Mortal Empires, which they'd started to fuck with things then. So it's possible that they're holding back on doing anything like that just yet until we get the combined map.
So it looks like we might be just having all identical Warhammer stats in the initial campaign. Let's go over the units. Start with the Spearmen. I think the characters are the same.
Okay, 8280. This is without shields. 8280 health, 30 armor, 60 leadership, 30 speed, 20 melee attack, 34 melee defense.
Yeah, that's identical.
Okay.
Identical. God damn it, it's all the same. Check the greatswords.
Now they do have charge reflection. That's that new stat.
Charge reflection, that's new. Okay.
Yeah. Greatswords, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Greatswords are 9120 health, 95 armor, 75 leadership, 28 speed, 32 melee attack, 30 melee defense, 32 weapon strength, and 18 charge.
What about on the infantry?
The anti-infantry? 10.
Damn, that's identical. Wow, that's shocking. They just basically copied the Warhammer 2 units and put them in Warhammer 3. So maybe this is like the base for the older stats then. They basically took Warhammer 2 as a base for Warhammer 3 instead of creating a new base like they did with Warhammer 2 compared to Warhammer 1.
Makes sense.
So we pretty much don't have to go over all the units if there's going to be just slight changes. This is not like no big changes. What about handgunners, for example?
6210 health, 20 armor.
Oh, hold on. Sorry. You said what? Greatsword had 75 leadership?
Yes.
Yeah, guys, I told you I'm drunk a bit. Apparently in Warhammer 2 they had 74. So apparently the Greatswords needed one more leadership, or somebody had the OCD. So they got +1 leadership buff.
It's probably, you know.
What about the swordsman then? Let's go to the swordsman.
Hang on, okay. Swordsmen are 8280, 30 armor, bronze shield, 60 leadership, 30 speed, 32 melee attack, 32 melee defense, 28 weapon strength, 14 charge.
This is identical. Okay, let's go back to handgunners.
62 10 health.
Mm-hmm.
20 armor, 50 leadership, 33 speed, 16 melee attack, 17 melee defense, 24 weapon strength, 4 charge bonus, 22 ammunition, 145 range, and 19 missile strength.
What about the AP on the missile strength?
17.
11.7 reload, right?
Yep.
Identical. What about Crossman?
62 10. 20 armor, 50 leadership, 33 speed, 14 melee attack, 17 melee defense, 24 weapon strength, 4 charge, 22 ammunition, 160 range, 21 missile strength with 6 AP.
Damn. Goddamn, this looks like all Warhammer 2 stuff. So, does it mean it's a power creep on the new factions, or the older factions have been based on these levels? Huh. Let's go Steam Tank. We don't have to go over all the units. I guess it looks like everything is similar.
Steam Tank?
You don't have to say armor, leadership, and speed. Just read from the top to the bottom, so it's a little bit faster.
Okay.
The numbers.
90, 68. 160, 100, 48, 36, 10, 200, 80, 40, 380, and 444.
444?
For missile strength, yes.
What's the reload?
9.9.
What about the damage divided?
The base is 88, and the armor piercing is 352.
And it's 444.
That's what it says.
It's identical numbers here, but it's 445. That's weird.
Huh.
How did they fail to copy this thing from one to another game? Do you see Black Lions, for example?
Black Lions?
Yeah.
I don't even remember what the fuck those
It's
are.
the Hell Blasters War Wagons.
Uh,
Do you see the regiments around or not?
yeah, I got them here.
Yeah.
The RORs? Oh, yeah, I got them. Okay. 4672. 90, 75, 50, 24, 17, 26, 29, 16, 250, and 964.
This is 965 here. Oh, damn, they might have new calculations and damage. Maybe they removed the decimals part. So there's like literally no changes so far. It just basically maybe different rounding system. What about Pistoliers?
Did you have a stroke or?
What about Pistoliers?
Okay.
I did have a stroke as I forgot to keep pressing the push to talk button.
Yeah, say you're. Pistoliers are 45, 60. 30, 50, 90, 20, 14, 24, 20, 12, 80, and 37.
37, so this looks like the damage got rounded up differently. What about under 37? What it says?
13 base, 2 AP, 2 shots per volley, and 8.1 reload.
So it looks like they lowered a lot of missile strength for some reason, but it's still under the same numbers. Makes you wonder what's that about.
Beats me.
Because the Pistoliers have 38, and the numbers are the same that you said. Okay, let's go Hellblaster and the Hellstorm.
All right. Hellblasters first. Hellblaster is 4356. 20, 50, 20, 10, 6, 24, 5, 22, 290, and 750.
That's identical.
Okay. And the Hellstorm is 4356 with 20, 50, 20, 10, 6, 24, 5, 22, 480, and 339.
This one is 340, so it looks like they might have started doing rounding down instead of rounding up. Because how the boss works so far in the game, it was rounding up. So if we got 10% more damage, it always round up. So maybe it's rounding down now instead of showing us decimal number.
Possibly.
I don't think we have to go over all the units because it would take too long, but it looks like it's more or less the same. Let's check 2 cavalry units just in case. Let's check the multiplayer knights, the Emperor Knights, and the Demigriff Halberds.
And Demi Halberds, okay. So Empire Knights are 6480 with 110 armor and bronze shield, 70
What did you say? 60 what?
6480.
6480. They have gotten health buff, huh? They're 6240 here.
Okay, so Empire Knights got buffed.
Okay.
All right, great. Fantastic. 110, 70, 66, 26, 30, 30, and 48.
Damn, they got more health and more defense. That's nice. Heavy cavalry with more health, more defense. Maybe even the building doesn't require 2 different buildings to build.
Oh, come on, man.
So what about the halberds, demigriffs?
Demigriff halberds are 6976.
Ooh, they got health buff as well.
Okay.
So the cavalry got health buffed.
Okay.
6720 here.
6720. Okay. All right. 125, 70, 75, 32, 32, 52, and 48.
So they buffed health and defense on the cavalry. Does it go all over all cavalry? What about the Reichsguard? What's their defense and health?
The Reichsguard are 6960, and their defense is 31.
So it looks like they buffed the health and defense on the cavalry. Interesting.
No, I mean, that's kind of a good thing, right?
That's pretty good, yeah.
I mean,
Make the cavalry more elite, more
weaknesses.
health oriented. They don't have a lot of antis.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's okay for the Emperor. Let's just check one more unit. Do you have any unit we want to check? Or should I pick?
Out of Empire? No, I don't think so. I don't have anything.
Okay, let's check the Flagellants. The last unit in the Empire.
Okay.
Flagellants and War Vagans. Okay, Flagellants and War Vagans.
Okay. Flagellants are 8760.
Mm-hmm.
0, 100, 36, 32, 12, 33, and 24.
You said 32 attack?
Yes.
So they get +2 attack. What about the Frenzy buff?
Frenzy is 10% base, 10% AP, 10% charge, and +8 melee attack.
So it looks like they nerfed the Frenzy, but they give them 2 more base attacks, so it's the same. So the Frenzy is weak in Warhammer 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So literally just change on slight change on Frenzy and change on the cavalry. I like the cavalry stuffer. It was like what they did initially with some of the Chaos Knights. The Chaos Knights initially were pretty bad, but I kept buffing them for a couple of updates. I think that's fine for the Empire. So they kept more of the same, the base, and they just buffed the cavalry from the looks of it. Okay, let's check the vampires.
God, you're gonna make me cry. All right.
Hey, vampires are one of my favorite factions too.
I know.
Okay, what about Master Necromancer, the Lord?
Sometimes I forget they have a fucking Necromancer Lord.
Well, the air reminds us they have it.
Yeah.
And the rebels.
3688. 15, 66, 34, 30, 38, 315.
Okay, that's identical. That's identical. So let's say Vlad.
Vlad is 5496. 90, 85, 40, 70, 50, 430, and 35.
So we speak 2 and both have identical. So we're gonna assume most of them have identical stats, with probably a couple of exceptions, which is not really important until more Lampers, I guess. So let's say White King.
White King is 4396. 90, 70, 33, 34, 48, 410, and 15.
Man, looking at the White King here, and we mentioned Empire Captain earlier, it shows how much more powerful White King is already on the base. Okay, let's go over the infantry. All of it. Start with the zombies.
Oh god. 180.
Okay.
0, 30, 23, 5, 6, 18, 3.
That's the same.
Somebody did bring up a good point. Region is now not like it's percentile based.
Yeah, we saw the percentages. The region no longer flat, which is very good.
Yes.
Which makes the region lords more relied on this health instead of
Yes.
long fights.
Skellies, or do you want the tithe?
I don't care about the regiments.
Skellies are 9760,
Mm-hmm.
20, 30, 31, 18, 22, 26, and 6.
Does the White King have the silver shield in Warhammer 3?
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
I should mention
Can you mouse over the silver shield and still say 55, or they buffed it?
I think it is 55. Okay.
Oh man, that's a shame. They haven't buffed the shields. I'm sad about that. What about the bronze
Yeah.
shield on the skeleton spearman?
On Spearman, it is 35.
Still the same, man. I hope they would have given it another 5%. They did this change in Warhammer 1. They buffed the shields by 5%.
Mm-hmm.
Yoo-hoo!
All right, Spearman.
Mm-hmm.
9760. 20, 30, 31, 14, 30, 24, and 4.
It's totally identical. Totally identical. Okay, Crib goes next.
7560. 10, 44, 38, 27, 25, 40, and 16.
God damn, they left the Crib Ghouls identical. That's such crap.
Yep.
Such crap. What about Ken rates?
49, 20, 0, 40, 48, 28, 26, 44, and 20.
What about physical resistance?
75.
Oh man, feels bad, man. Let's go Graveyard.
98, 40, 90, 50, 27, 26, 36, 40, and 8.
Okay, and the great weapons?
98, 40 again, 90, 50, 27, 26, 26, 42, and 12.
God damn, it's like you said, we might not see any of this significant change of the Mortal Empires, but there hasn't really been that change, if I remember right, from between Warhammer 2 the Warwicks and the Mortal Empires. Might just left the scenes like that. Let's see if their cavalry get buffed like the Empire one. What about the Black Knights?
Black Knights are 70, 80.
What? 70, 80.
Yeah.
That sounds so good. Black Knights are 7,000 health. It's 60 entities.
Yes.
What about defense?
Their defense is 32.
So it looks like this cavalry also got buffed with health and defense. Black Knights over 7,000 health. That sounds good. So all cavalry got buffed. What about the Lancers?
70, 80 again, and their melee defense is 24.
So it looks like they're giving a nice little bit boost to cavalry in health, about 4 health per entity, and they gave them 2 more defense. That'll help. What about hex rates?
59, 40.
940?
Yep. And 25 melee defense.
25.
25, yep.
So it looks like they buffed the health on the cavalry and they buffed their defense. Blood Knights?
Blood Knights are 7,200. And 42 melee defense.
Yeah. All health increases and 2 defense. Same for the Empire as well. So, nothing much there. What about the Black Coach? The Black Coach is still the same crap?
Probably. 5980. It has 60 armor, 40 leadership, 70.
Hold on. I sorry to interrupt you. What about the fuck is with this 40 leadership in them? Why do you leave this old undead with 40 leadership in high tier units? Is the Terrorgate still 40 leadership as well?
Yes.
Disgusting.
Yes.
So they haven't changed this shit. What about the abilities, the Black Sights, the Unholy Vigor, and the Black Nimbus? Are they 360-90 still in Warhammer 3 on the cooldown activation? I mean, top right on the ability.
So Black Sights just say the charge bonus to speed duration is infinite, but the cooldown is 30 seconds, and it recharges if it's a melee.
Yeah, okay. So it activates after 30 seconds. Unholy Vigor?
Yeah, same thing. Recharges in melee, 60-second duration, or I'm sorry, 60-second cooldown, but duration is infinite.
I mean, these abilities are good, but they need time to activate, and until they activate, the unit is crap. I mean, what the hell is up with the 120 weapon strength? That makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
So the left still alive. They seem to crop. Is it flying at least in Warhammer 3?
Come on, man.
Oh my god, and it's not even flying yet.
Come on, man.
They added so much shit with flying, and they didn't make this shit fly.
Did you think it was going to change? Did you really think it was going to change? Now, I do want to check something. Hang on, really quick between this and. Okay, so if I'm correct, and I might not be, but the way that they're doing abilities now, I don't know. I think that maybe the Black Coach's buffs will activate immediately when they get into melee. I think.
How it works so far, the Black Coach gets into melee, and after that duration, top right, it activates. It's kind of like a charge-up ability, like with the Tarok stuff.
I'd have to actually stick around with it, because the way that the abilities read is the same as what, like,
Yeah, it's confusing. I do confuse sometimes as well, but it's activation when they're in melee.
Okay.
Because it says duration constant. If that means duration constant, that means any timer that the ability has will take that much time to activate.
Okay.
Okay, what about Morse engine stats?
Morse engines are 7236. 40, 60, 48, 30, 13, 120, and 12.
And that's identical. Okay, let's go clip horse.
Tours are 8960, 30, 44, 50, 34, 26, 70, and 24.
God damn, they kept 70 weapons and clip horse in Warhammer 3. 70 was not even enough for Warhammer 2.
Yeah.
What does the regeneration say now? It's 4 hit points in Warhammer 2. What about Warhammer 3?
It's 1% of their health every second.
1%, damn.
Sorry, 0.1%. Sorry.
0.1%,
but they are weakness to fire damage now. But there's a lot more sources of fire damage now.
Huh. What does the weakness of fire damage do now?
It's just plus 20%. So I assume anything that deals fire damage deals 20% more.
Man, the region definitely got improved in Warhammer 3. I'm definitely curious to see what we can do with that.
Yes, I'm very happy.
Some of the units with regeneration will be vastly better because of it, especially like Creep Horrors and the Trolls, I think. And the Terror guys, I think.
Well, and Monstrous Lords. Those guys are going to be making out like bandits.
So it looks like this haven't been changed much. So far, the most significant change we've seen was the health buff to Cavalry. About 4 health per entity and 2 defense.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see the Voice of Chaos in there?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, let's see if any of these old troops got changed.
Some of these might have, because there are quite a few on the campaign.
Do you see Sigvald on the list?
Yeah, of course.
Damn, you see Sigvald on the list? That gives me hope that the Mortal Empress is almost ready to copium.
Yeah.
So what about Sigvald stats? Is he the AP finally?
Popping that shit. No, he is not.
Oh my god.
No,
Rework, no doubt.
He is 5220. 110 with the silver shield. 100, 40, 70, 60, 520, and 45.
His region was one of the strongest in the game on the list of Warhammer 1. And even if it got changed for Warhammer 3, it's still not gonna matter because it's kind of slow when it comes to being important, like dealing damage and killing. So it's like a shitty version of Tyrion when it comes to dueling. So his extra health doesn't really matter. Does he have perfect figure in Warhammer 3?
He does.
It looks like they copied that as well. What about Archaon?
Archaon is 5808. 120, 85, 33, 70, 60, 470 armor piercing. I'm sorry, 470 with armor piercing, and 55.
They gave Archaon +2 attack because of Frenzy, so because the Frenzy lost 2 attack. So it looks like all the units that they changed the Frenzy back from 10 to 8. That's the old Frenzy, and they gave all the Frenzy units +2 attack.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. What about Kolek?
Oh, you know they have mass in their stats now too, right?
Mass in the stats? Don't know about that.
Okay. Now it's now.
Do
an
you see
item.
any other info under weapon strength now that we added?
No.
So they haven't added attack interval. Wasn't there a thing at Troy?
I think so, yeah.
So
But no,
they
there's not an
changed this in
attack
Troy to give you more information, but on Warhammer 3 that's weird, right?
Probably just one of those things that they have to get to later.
Man, I gotta love the Kolek's health pool at the start, 85, 88.
Oh, you're gonna like this. He's 89, 88.
So you get 400 more health.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they made him bigger as well, like a Dreadswordian.
Possibly.
Okay, what about the other stats?
He is 95, 75, 78, 66, 46, 540, and 52.
Looks like pretty much the same stuff. So let's say Chosen Shields. We don't have to go through all the units.
Chosen Shields. They are 104.80.
You know what this tells me? 1,480. This is post nerf Chosen when they lowered their one health by 1 because of multiplayer. They lowered the health by 1, so it looks like the old stats might have been taken after that update. Because Chosen did lose 80 health at one point. They lost 1 health per entity. So it looks like they're using a late Warhammer 2 patch for the base stats of the Warhammer troops in Warhammer 3.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, they don't realistically need this game to be super great at the beginning of.
But this also means that most of the units they added into Warhammer 3 will go on the baseline stats on the Warhammer 2 base units. Which means other than the abilities, all the stats will be pretty much similar when it comes to health, armor, shields, leadership, speed, attack, defense, damage. Of course, with the variations between the factions that, where it applies.
But for the most part, that's a good thing, though, right?
Oh yeah, not much have changed. I'm curious if they changed anything under hood, like attack intervals, base hit chains, max hit chains, min hit chains, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So what does it say? You said that it's a must. Where do you see this number in Warhammer 3?
So now if you mouse over entity and unit size, it will tell you what the mass is per unit.
So what does it say for the Chosen?
They are 160.
160 mass.
Mm-hmm.
And
so
what about the Chosen Chaos Warriors?
Well, those are chosen.
But what about the Chaos Warriors?
Chaos Warriors.
Yeah.
Chaos Warriors, they are also 160.
So Chaos Warriors and the Chosen have the same mass?
Mm-hmm.
That's a little bit strange.
There is a few weird things that happen with mass, yes.
Okay, what are the other stats on the Chosen? I think most of these things are going to be the same except the Keller did so far.
Okay, Chosen is 120, 85, 28, 46, 60, 48, and 26.
What about the Shields?
Shields are silver with 55.
55, huh?
Yep.
55.
Yep.
They nerfed their shields by 5%, goddammit. The shield's supposed to be better. These are their old Warhammer 1 shields before they got buffed. Why would they nerf Chosen shields? That is so bad. That is so bad. They're gonna die to armor piercing easier now. What about the shields on the Chaos Warriors?
Also 55.
Oh my god, they nerfed that too.
I think that possibly might be a baseline thing.
But
I have seen some bronze shields at 30%.
But how the shield works, they're not assigned under like a flat percentage. They're assigned in categories, bronze, silver, and gold. And depending how much their percentage range is, they get assigned a color of the shield. So they assign the percentage value, and if that percentage value goes under bronze or silver, the shield color changes. But it's not makes no sense to lower this range, because this unit's supposed to have very good shields.
Correct.
Maybe they just, seen Silver Shield in Warhammer 2, and then apply the silver shield in Warhammer 3, knowing it's gonna be most likely 55 and not 60, because some units had stronger 6% shield. What about the Arcane? What is his shield in Warhammer 3?
Archeon? Also 55.
So it looks like they just forgot about 6% shields. It's also nerfed by 5%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like it's just a streamlining process for the most part.
The sequel will survive. Okay, so let's see. The cavalry did have a little bit weaker shields in some cases, which I always thought was an issue. What about the Chaos Knights with the shields? What are their stats?
Chaos Knights with shields. Well, the shields, first of all, are 35.
Okay, these are 30 here. So I always thought once they did the shield change from 30 to 35 and from 50 to 55 and some units to 60, they forgot some of these units. And the Chaos Knights have been stuck on 30 for the longest time. And then they're now 35, which is going to be much harder to kill with the missile infantry. So the Chaos Knights got buffed with the shields. What about the rest of the stats?
So they are 8,100.
300 more health. Holy shit. So they got 5 more health per entry. That's awesome. That's awesome. Really, really good for... Man, the Chaos Knights getting even more elite. What about the rest of the stats?
They are 120 armor, 74, 66, 44, 52, 46, and 44.
So it looks like most cavalry got health increase. Chaos Knight even more than the Empire and the Vampire Cavalry, and they got 2 more defense. I always assume like the Chaos Knight is supposed to be like this slow moving steel force, which when it gets close, they just dead. So I also assume they would be slower with a really bulky health. And I feel like bulkier than ever. 8,100 health, that's like no joke for this cavalry. And they got like 4 or 5 of them with the rank 9, it's gonna be a menace outside Outer Resolve. So the cavalry got changed. What about the chariots? The Chaos Chariots?
Chaos Chariots are 5736. 110 armor, 70 leadership, 78, 22, 28, 40, and 76.
So it's the same. What about the Gore Beast?
65, 60. 130, 70, 66, 30, 32, 50, and 80.
And let's just check the Lancer. What's the health and defense?
Lancers are 8,100 and 32 melee defense.
Oh, the Lancer's defense got nerfed. They're 34 here. It's weird. What about the attack?
Well, no. The 36. Sorry, 36.
36.
I misspoke.
So looks like the biggest change so far is the cavalry. So the cavalry got tougher, both health-wise and defense-wise. Does the same apply to the horse masters? The health and the defense.
The horse masters. Horse masters are 5880 and 26 melee defense.
So the melee defense only. What about the giant? Chaos giant.
Oh, you're not gonna cry, are you?
Oh my god, what is it?
I don't know. It is 12620.
Okay.
And 30, 100, 39, 65, 30, 600, and 40.
That's identical. Any changes to the abilities? Any missile resistance?
No missile resistance. The only change in ability is that they have Wall Breaker, which is that new stat.
God damn. I mean, the giants are still strong, but missing missile resistance, kind of sad.
Well, and they have Wound, too, which is also the other new stat, too, for anything large.
Man, when you think about it, the new regeneration effect is going to make units like Chaos Trolls with armor really crazy. Then with their stats in Warhammer 3. With regeneration.
You want the armor trolls?
Yeah, the armor Chaos Trolls.
Okay. Sorry, I was answering questions. 7904. 110, 40, 54, 34, 32, 124.
What about the regeneration on what it says now?
0.1%.
And this is gonna make them so much more durable. The trolls got significant buff in Warhammer 3. This unit just lacks leadership, but once they get leadership, they're really hard to kill. So what the hell is gonna be the point of the Chaos Moon then? It's like get a much squishier unit, but they will not rout.
Yeah, pretty much.
So let's check some other factions, see if the cavalry got changed as well. Looks like the main difference so far is cavalry. Let's say Bretonnia, okay?
Bretonnia.
Go first, the Green Scout.
4176. 0, 100, 84, 60, 50, 430, and 85.
Yeah, that's identical. Okay, let's see one of the infantries. Let's say Spearmen arms with shields.
Spearmen arms with shields. They are 7,800. 30, 50, 30, 20, 38, 22, and 4.
What do you think, what are the chances that I actually release some information, what's going to be changed between Warhammer 2 and Warhammer 3 with unit stats, or this is just going to be all taken for granted with the Warhammer 3 release without any changes in the stats regarding like patch notes or something?
I doubt that they would honestly say too much other than just a blanket, hey, most cav got some health. I mean, with people know that magic got changed. There was a lot of magic changes, but there's not a whole lot of like detail about them in between. I doubt they're going to release anything about that. And that's more significant than anything like this.
Okay, let's go over the Bretonnian Knights, the heavy cavalry. Starting for the Knights Errant.
Knights Errant are 6180.
They got 3 more health.
80, 60, 75, 26, 28, 30, and 54.
It looks like they buffed the health on cavalry and defense in Bretonnia one. What about Knights of the Realm?
67, 20, 90, 75, 75, 32, 28, 37, and 68.
Yeah, health buffs, parentity, and defense. Questing Knights?
Questing Knights are 69, 60, 80, 75, 75, 40, 39, 48, and 41.
Again, health buff and defense. What about the Royal Hippogriff Knights? The big ones.
The big ones? The Royal Hippogriff Knights, pardon me. I'm an idiot. They are 8480. 90, 75, 90, 46, 36, 135, and 50.
What? It's crazy. They even buffed these ones. So this guy's even crazier now. Even more health, so it's easier to heal and even easier to avoid damage. Guild Guardians, what do they have now in health and defense? Just health and defense. Looks like everything's the same.
Guild Guardians are 7920.
Holy shit, nearly 8,000 health in this unit. It's gonna be crazy. When Chant is gonna be even more fun in the early game.
And then 58 melee defense.
So 2 defense and 3 to 5 health per entity on the cavalry. It looks like the only change we've found so far. Let's check the high elves. Can you check like Everest, or you have to pick like a faction?
Nope, I can look at them all.
Okay, what about Everest? Where is Everest? Why? I don't know. Where's the where the hell is it? Eldritch Blind. Okay, in the middle. Okay, let's go with the most broken unit, the flying cavalry.
The Knights of Torgaval.
They actually don't have them listed here. Wow. What does it say there in Warhammer 3?
They are 11432.
It sounds the same as in Warhammer 2.
With 32 melee defense.
That is a bugged unit when it comes to health. So if they lose entities, they get even more health. They never fix that. I wonder if they're gonna fix that in Warhammer 3. We'll note that down. So what about Silver Helms? The defense and health.
Silver Helms without shields?
Yeah.
6240. And 24 melee defense.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Dragon Princess?
Dragon Princes are 6840 with 32 melee defense.
So what did you say on Knights of Torgaval, the health and defense?
Knights of Torgaval are 11432.
They haven't changed their health in Warhammer 3. And defense?
32.
It's the same. Maybe they didn't touch DLC units, but that unit is bugged in Warhammer 2.
Mm-hmm.
You see like a Star Dragon?
Oh,
What's the stats on it?
Star Dragons? Star Dragon is 8424. And then 80, 80, 80, 64, 50, 580, and 45.
I'm starting to get a picture. They're just about to held the cavalry and defense, nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you want to pick a faction, or should I still keep picking the few more?
Do whatever you would like.
Let's check the Wood Elf cavalry.
Hang on,
Wood
look
Elves.
at. I have a request for Lothran Seaguard.
Lothran Seaguard? Okay, sure. Let's check
look
that one.
at shields, since shields are the important ones. They are 6120. With 40, 70, 33, 22, 40, 28, 4, 22, 165, and 19.
Mrs. Thing is 20 here, but they, I guess, changed the rounding up or rounding down. It's identical here.
Yeah. Shields are 55.
Yeah.
Nerfy wants me to look at sisters.
Mm-hmm.
We'll look at sisters. 6720. With 40, 82, 36, 36, 38, 32, 7, 22, 180, and 24.
Yeah, it's like they changed the rounding up, rounding down, but it's everything else identical. Wow, just cavalry changer. It's interesting.
Yeah, it looks like it's all just cavalry changes.
What else could we check that might have been different? Maybe they've done something about the bloody hands. Let's see. That's like one of the more bare bones factions. Let's check the savage units, just savage roster.
Okay.
If anything got changed. Something with the savage orcs.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Here they are. Okay. So just regular old savage orcs.
Yeah.
They are 9720. 0, 60, 37, 28, 16, 35, 26, and 25% physical resistance.
Yeah, that's identical here, just a change on the frenzy. The frenzy is +2 here, so they have 2 more attack there.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. What about the pigs?
Which pigs?
The regular.
The just orc boar boys?
The savage orc boar boys.
Savage orc boar boys? Savage orc boar boys are, 6840 for health.
Yeah, buffed health as well.
And 35, 60, 70, 26, 16, 30, and 56.
So same as all other cavalry, really more health and more defense. So guys, if you're wondering the frenzy is 10 attack in Warhammer 2, but in Warhammer 3 is 8 attack, the old value for some reason. And because of this, they reverted the attack values. It almost looks like for some reason they kept the frenzy a little bit weaker and the frenzied units have higher attack. Maybe due to it affecting auto-resolve. Because unit with abilities like frenzy might have weaker auto-resolve due to having lower attack. So having 2 more base attack and no frenzy with 10, it's actually better. The frenzy in Warhammer 3 is +8, and here is +10.
Mm-hmm.
They did this change on the units in as well in when they updated frenzy. So let's say Skaven. Let's see if they did anything with the Skaven. What about the, Dread Ogres, Rogers?
Oh, God. Red ogres are 7728.
What? No buff to hell? This is Skaven cavalry. What the hell?
30, 56, 60, 26, 26, 75, and 46.
So it's just the frenzy change, nothing else here.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, what about Doomwheel?
Doom wheels. Doom wheels are 5388. 100, 65, 72, 24, 32, 270, 50, 52, 60, and 79.
Help elimination?
120, 100. And then 50, 90, 58, 42, 30, 520, and 25.
Isn't it a little bit odd that Hell Abomination has 90 leadership when you think about it?
It is odd, yes.
I guess it's kind of like a fanatical, don't give a shit unit when it comes to fighting. It just wants to die. So it doesn't matter about the leadership. They're not gonna flee, it wants to die. I guess it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the highest Skaven leadership on any unit. What about Plexical Catapult?
Like claws?
Yeah, the Helper is gonna be crazy with the new region, for sure.
Plague claws are 5028. 30, 54, 20, 15, 17, 26, 2, 22, 400, and 157.
Okay, rounding up on the damage and really nothing else. Huh. Gut Runners, regular.
Gutter runners is regular.
They just rounded up the damage.
Regular gutter runners are 69.
Still the same.
20, 54, 54, 26, 20, 28, 14, 12, 70, and 22.
And Missile Strength, what it goes into?
Missile strength is 11, 3, and 6.3.
Does it still say damage value shown damage over 10 seconds?
Yes.
So it looks like the rounding up might have been changed. That only plus cavalry and the frenzy, of course.
Well, they're probably doing that now since there's a lot more percentile buffs in the game now.
Which means the auto resolve with range units is gonna be slightly worse, which is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's see the Beastmen and Minotaurs.
Okay. Beastmen Minotaurs. Regular old Minotaurs are 8224. And then they are 35, 75, 62, 34, 32, 110, and 34.
Do they still have anti-infantry?
Yes, of 18.
Okay, that's pretty much the same. What about Centigore's health and defense, like the regular?
Centaurs only have the skirmish, right?
There's a Centigore's great weapons, and Centigore's throwing axes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so regular old Centaurs, that's right. 6720. You can tell I play Beastmen a lot. 35, 60, 84, 24, 28, 32, and 42.
So same, like just cavalry buff. Yeah, cavalry buff. So far, we have seen frenzy units have 2 less frenzy, but 2 more base attack. Cavalry has a decent amount more health, significant actually on some of them units, and more defense. And we have seen also the different running up on the missile strength, which will no doubt affect the auto resolve. Honestly, I'm not even sure we need to go through all of it, but let's just check a couple more units. Let's check like Lizardmen and Reproductiles, for example.
Lizardmen with Reproductiles?
Yeah, the oversight of the shields as well. The shields got streamlined more.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of hoped the shields would be stronger, not weaker. That's a little bit disappointing.
Okay, regular Ripperdactyls are 5780.
Ooh, that's 200 more health.
Nice.
It's actually very nice. Those guys can be squishy, forget about them.
45, 65, 90, 44, 25, 126, and 52.
Yeah, it's the same. It's a frenzy and cavalry thing, so Reproductals got buffed. This is actually very nice for Reproductals. Because they're already really deadly, getting more health and defense is significant. So they only really get weaker with against. I mean, the range. They do have natural missile resistance.
Yes, they have 15%.
Yeah, it's the Reproductors got buffed. Yeah, the frenzy is different between the games. It's to attack, so the base attack doesn't matter. It's actually better, but the health and defense looks like okay. What are the horn ones?
Oh, right. I'm an idiot. Horn ones are 7440 with 100, 85, 78, 45, 31, 60, and 43.
Yeah, same here. More health and more defense. It looks like that's pretty much it. It's just more health and more defense. What about the blessed ones? Did they change the blessed ones? At the bottom, campaign exclusive.
Blessed Horn ones, they are 8448, 100, 85, 78, 45, 31, 60, and 43.
And it's gonna have even more health. The blessed ones get even crazier. Okay, Dark Elves, what about their cavalry? Cold One Knights and Cold One Dread Knights.
Cold One Dread Knights. No, let's do Cold One Knights first. Sorry. Cold One Knights are 59, 52, 90, 75, 66, 29, 28, 42, and 44.
They still have Rampage.
Yes.
Well, at least they got a little bit more health, but it's still disappointing, really. And Dread Knights?
Dread Knights are 68, 64, 120, 80, 66, 40, 44, 48, and 36.
That is so weird. You have a cavalry that has more defense than attack. I always find that weird. And then it's a cavalry that has lower charge and actual attack bonus. But yeah, looks like the cavalry got buffed. It's like the main thing. Let's check the Tomb Kings, like Hammery and the Snakes. Like Nehekara Horsemen, the Snakes. They got buffed as well.
Yeah, Nehekara Horseman is 6840, then 50, 50, 78, 28, 34, 38, and 26.
Yep. Yeah. What about Necropolis Knights?
Regular Necropolis Knights are 74, 64, 110, 60, 66, 40, 43, 61, and 52.
That's really strange. They just made this cavalry buff across all factions, even like the Tomb Kings. This almost kind of telling me this is like ready for the Mortal Empires regarding release. Unless the multiplayer gives them different input, we're probably gonna get these stats in the Mortal Empires of Warhammer 3.
I would assume that there's probably going to be a patch with Mortal Empires, but I think that the Cav changes is more or less to help address the issue of Cav feels like shit to use. And so the little bit of extra health and a more melee defense might be just a band-aid fix to perhaps help them out a little bit.
Did they change the poison Warhammer 3, or are we still using the Warhammer 2 nerf poison? What it says under poison?
I have to find something that actually has poison.
Necropolis Knights.
Poison is minus 15% speed. It's minus 15% for all the things. So,
So it's still the same.
Yep.
The thing is with the cavalry, a lot of people, I feel like they just charge in, and the cavalry not having, you know, enough health or support, or, you know, might not be quality, they just die out. So giving them more health and more defense might give an illusion that the cavalry is stronger. While it's not gonna be, you know, better at killing, they might be better at living. Especially when it comes to like extra defense on top of experience.
Well, and it living longer means that it can kill longer too. So it's like a pseudo buff.
Okay, let's go over a couple of dwarf units.
Yep.
Like dwarf warriors.
Dwarf warriors. Dwarf warriors are 7,800.
Still the same. I think in Warhammer 1 they were like 6,300 or 66. So no changes in HP. So it looks like they're using still the same HP standard.
Mm-hmm. Then 85, 70, 28, 22, 40, 28, and 12.
Mm-hmm. And the Longbeards?
Longbeards are 8,600, 100, 80, 26, 30, 48, 32, and 10.
I don't really expect any changes with the dwarves, but what about Bolt Thrower?
Oh god, else why?
You know, I don't allow shitty units in dwarf roster.
I don't even know why these guys exist.
DLC, man.
4276 with 40, 64, 22, 16, 20, 28, 2, 22, 30, 340, and 123.
And under the hood on missile strength.
Bonus against large of 30.
So what did it say for the leadership again? What did it say on the leadership again?
Leadership is 64.
Mm-hmm. Somebody has a question. Do the dwarves units get a new charge reflectability in Warhammer 3?
The charge reflection shit?
Yeah.
It does not look like they do. It looks like they have charge defense. I think the charge reflection is reserved for spears.
So the anti-large units. So what about the hammerers? What's their stats?
Which one?
Hammerers.
Oh, hammerers are 9,200, 100, 80, 28, 46, 38, 55, and 24.
Giant Slayers.
Giant Slayers are 9440, 0, 100, 40, 48, 34, 50, and 13.
Yeah, that's like, I feel like it's the dwarves gonna be all the same shit. What about the Gyro Bomber? It's still single entity. What about the stats?
The Gyro Bomber, it is 3125, 100, 64, 90, 40, 4, 88, 30, 29, 125, and 1.2k.
1.2k? What's under the hood?
Base 11, then 31, 8, 16, 8 shots per volley, and the reload is 4.5 seconds.
What about the suppressed abilities? Still 35% on the missile strength, the icon.
It is 30.
30. So they nerfed the speed on suppressed. Does it mean they nerfed the speed on frostbite as well? Check.
I think it's 30. Yes.
Same 30.
I think so. Let me check Kislev because fucking everything has frostbite on them.
Yeah, 35% on Norscan Icefall, so then they get nerfed as well.
Yeah, frostbite's 30 as well.
Okay. Now, it looks like other than Phoenix changes, everything else is the same shit. So what else could we check? What could be relevant to Warhammer 3 that we have in Warhammer 2? Well, the Empire seemed like all the same. Reload time on Shades, what does that say? Dark Elves. Regular Shades, reload time.
Regular shades. Their reload time is 9 seconds.
Yeah, same here. I don't know what.
Norska does pop up quite a bit as well.
I guess we could check some of the Norskins. Like, let's say. I'm still struggling. Wow, what is this order of factions on this list? It's like crazy. They're not even called Volvo Walkers. What about like a War Mammoth?
Mammoths. A war mammoth. They are 141.44.
Same here.
And then 70, 60, 56, 34, 30, 525, 68, 200, 90, and 35.
Identical. What about the Ogre Mercenaries, like regular Ogres? What does it say there? At the bottom should be somewhere there.
I think that the ogres are included in Ogre Kingdoms, and I can't show that.
Okay, fair enough. So more or less pretty the same shit, except Frenzy and Cavalry, really.
Mm-hmm. What does the Berserk look like on like Berserkers?
Here it's the stage 1, 20% physical resistance, stage 2, 13 attack, 20 physical resistance, stage 3, 13 attack, 20 physical resistance, and rampage.
Yep, same here.
Which faction could we check that is a little bit different than the other ones? It's like more or less it's everything the same shit. What about Dreadsaurian? Let's check that. Dreadsaurian. What does it say on Dreadsaurian health?
Oh, this chonky thing? The mass on this thing is incredible.
Yeah, that's the highest mass seen in the game.
Yeah. According to the actual stat, it's 12,100. So 121,000 or 100.
I've actually used Dreadsaurians extensively in one of my campaigns, and I've seen the Dreadsaurian charge into the group of infantry and just knock down over 60 of them while kill 30 in a single blow.
Yep, sounds about right.
It's really good when it hits.
Dreadsaurians are 150.88, then 100, 70, 60, 52, 26, 750, 330, 10, 115, and 611.
Yeah, that's pretty much the same, all the same stuff. So it looks like not much really changes here except the cavalry. Maybe we check the drowned, let's say Depth Guard. I mean
Depth
the
Guard?
Vampire Coast. Depth Guard.
Oh,
the Vampire Infantry.
Make Arch Magnus cry.
Of course.
Regular old Depth Guard. 6540. Then 90, 60, 36, 50, 36, 64, and 30.
Interesting. So no health buffs. Anything? What did you say about attack? 50?
Their melee attack, yes.
Yeah, so it's the frenzy stuff. It's just a little the same.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Honestly, the amount of stuff that got changed, it looks like Warhammer 3 is just a DLC for Warhammer 2 and not really a complete new game. I'm just saying regarding to these stats changes. We just got just more in one package, like several campaign packs.
Well, like I said, I imagine that the big patch will come later.
You think they're gonna change a lot of these stats with the Immortal Empires of Warhammer 3?
I think so. I think they'll do a big.
How does the hunger work in Warhammer 3?
The hunger is identical regeneration, except for no weakness to fire, and they have to be in melee.
So it's like what do you mean identical? 0.1?
Yeah, 0.1.
Huh. So Devgar got a slightly better because of that.
Yep.
Damn. That's actually pretty good. When they get into melee, they're gonna be hard to kill, especially if they're buffed. So what else? Draika. Somebody wanted to see Draika. What is this? Worker of Woe. Draika special units.
I mean, you know they're not going to touch those. Draika's campaign exclusive shit.
Yeah.
All right. How about Malevolent Treekin?
Okay.
8768. Then 90, 70, 34, 28, 46, 86, and 12.
Yeah, same. Just the frenzy change. Do you see the great cocks?
Great Cox?
Yeah.
The
Under campaign exclusive.
Yeah. 4368. 15, 60, 110, 30, 24, 45, and 46.
I'm guessing then the Wild Riders have the same buff to health and defense. The regular Wild Riders.
Wild Riders, regular old Wild Riders are 6,900 and 25 melee defense.
Yep. Well, is there anything else to check? But it looks like just the frenzy change, the cavalry change, pretty much, and the the new Warhammer 3 stuff. Regarding units, it's pretty much everything the same.
Yeah. Oh, I imagine that a lot of these units changes are sponsored by multiplayer, and of course they're all just playing the new shit now. And so after the first month or two of
when you think about it, the change to frenzy is definitely multiplayer friendly because the leadership shifts there more often than in campaign. So it makes sense what you say that all this is multiplayer stuff, the cavalry and the frenzy. White Lions, any change?
Oh god.
Entity size and the health and stuff.
White Lions. 7,500, 100 models. 90, 75, 33, 36, 28, 34, and 18.
And the martial prowess still the same, 2 and 12.
Yep.
Damn, it's still the same, man.
Yep.
What about Night Goblins?
Night Goblins are 8960. 15, 44, 35, 26, 24, 27, and 12.
You know, they fixed their technology, so the all goblins are equal, and not just goblins, and sometimes night goblins, and the night goblins get discriminated. Looks like that's it, guys. That's it. I don't think we have to go through everything in detail. It's like, if they change anything, we're probably gonna see in the patch notes, because it looks like any change is gonna happen on top of this is probably gonna be a part of a patch.
Yeah.
To summarize, the frenzy is +8 instead of +10 in Warhammer 3. So all the units with frenzy have 2 extra attack. They have changed rounding up on the missile strength, so the out-result range might be slightly different. It might be still the same. Who knows if the calculation got changed. And nearly all cavalry got a nice health boost and 2 melee defense, and that's pretty much it. Everything else feels like minor, and might wait for Mortal Empires or the multiplayer update to see the difference. So we don't have to check anything else. Thank you for this, Fanner. This is gonna be it. I'm going to sleep. See you next time. Okay, boys. Yep, I'm going to sleep. Not much changed. Not much changed. I'm not sure. Should be relieved or disappointed. I feel like slightly disappointed. Because Warhammer 1 had much more significant changes into Warhammer 2 than this. But it's still early. Who knows what's going to be with these units. You're going to have to see, compared to the stats of the units in Warhammer 3, what kind of level of power creep we got, and how is this going to affect the old factions. Okay, boys. We're done. I'm going to bed. Good night.